Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the knives I bought in yesterday's knife hunt. Specifically, I want to find out what this case is. I don't know if it's got dots. I'm thinking it's a 65 to 70, just by the way it looks, but it's so rusted right here. We are going to go over there. We're not going to clean it up today. We're going to clean this one up in tomorrow's video, but I am going to clean that blade up and see if we can't tell if there's any dots or it's a 65 to 70. But this knife here, guys, is I think it's a great find. I think I paid a little too much for it, but what do you do in an antique shop when you really want to bring it home and clean it up? So I'm going to get two satisfactions on this knife. One is me finding it, the thrill of the hunt. It's a great knife. The other two blades are in great shape. It's just this blade here has been broke. But I'm also going to get to clean it up and bring it back to life. I love to do that. And we're going to be going over the other knives over here. But it's just going to be a great knife. Every blade's going to have great snap. I cannot wait to see what it is. Hopefully we'll be able to tell. Hopefully it ain't deteriorated enough that we'll be able to tell the actual year or the era of this knife. I can't wait. But anyway, guys, we fix to get over here on the table and look at all the knives I bought and even the Zippo lighter. So I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in today. And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, guys, here are the knives and Zippo I bought. We'll get to these first. They was wanting $35 for this one. And it is a great knife. It don't even look like it's ever been used. You can see that blade there. No pin cracks, what I like too. But this is a, oh man, it's hard to see. 2024. It's got 6 dots. It's in great shape. Great shape. But 25 bucks, they're brand new, about 35 to 40. And then this one here, guys, I like this one too. This is a 21. It's actually when they were still stamping the blades there. See, it's stamped in there. So that's a 21. And it is stainless steel. 2137. And it's got that nice etching of the Sod Buster Jr. and plow right there. But so 50 bucks for these two, guys. They were wanting 22 for this one. And I got this one for 25, so let's just say $25 a piece. So not too bad. Not too bad. That's a great price on these two, especially that one right there. I like the black one over the yellow one, and I like the etching on the blade right there. So great finds. I'm gonna be putting these in the Whatnot auction. I'm having a Whatnot auction this Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, and it's not for charity. I'm gonna try to move some knives so I have some money to spend at Peaches to Beaches. That's a big old yard sale that's coming up next weekend. So I'll be moving. These two knives I'm gonna be cleaning these up too. So anyway, just letting y'all know, Whatnot auction this Sunday, 7 p.m. But here is this awesome old timer right here. Ain't that nice? The blade's been whittled down some, but we're gonna be cleaning this knife up here this week. And you see, I gave 24 bucks for this knife. But you really can't negotiate in an antique shop, but that's where you can find some pretty good knives sometimes. And this is one of them. Like I said on this knife, I not only got the thrill of the hunt out of this knife, but I'm also going to get to bring it home and clean it up too. That's what I always look for. And this one will be in the Whatnot auction this Sunday night after I get it cleaned up. Beautiful piece. But you see that right there? It looks faded, right? Watch. See that? You can just, a wire brush will get all that off of there. So don't let that fool you. Don't let that scare you. See here? I can about do it with my fingernail, but we're going to take a wire brush to it. It's going to look good, y'all. That's a good knife. A 34OT. Probably one of the most bought Stockmans there ever was. That's a 34OT. It's gonna have a great snap too. You know why? See how that spring is coming out? If there's no movement in that spring, I'd be like, I doubt it. See, that's got movement in that spring too. See? And got movement in that spring. Pretty cool, ain't it? But all that's gonna clean up good. It really is. And then we're gonna go back to this one here. Now I did find a little crack, but that is some pretty bone right there. We're gonna sand it down tomorrow. Let's see, there's a little crack right there. We're gonna, I don't know if it's a crack or, yeah, it's a crack. See, it goes all the way up through there, but we're gonna fill it in with super glue and sand it down. It's gonna look good. But other than that, guys, it looks pretty healthy. But we're gonna reprofile that blade right there. But we fix to go over there and see if we can't clean that off and just see if we can't tell some type of date on there. You see, that should have good snap. That blade is coming out. See, that's already got snap. See, that spring's coming out too. And this one's hard to open. There we go. See, that spring's coming out too. I always look for that when I'm buying these knives. So all them blades should have good snap. And now the Zippo. Guys, check this out. Never been used, but it is only a 24I, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That's September. So September of 24 is when this one was made. I'll go ahead and take that off. I want to carry this one here. We're going to go ahead and remove this off the back. I just like the color of this thing. Beautiful. Do I have any Zippo fluid here? I don't. We can get some though. Hang on. All right. Let's see. See, it says lift to fill. That right there is to hold an extra flint, that hole. You try to squirt it through that little hole, this back piece absorbs a bunch of the fluid. I go till I see it puddling up, and then even the old directions on how to light this is, you shake it up, distribute that fluid. And then sometimes, guys, it gets a vapor lock. You have to blow on the wick. Let's see, this is an L of 24, JKL. So this insert was made 3 months after. This is December. So you got September, October, November, December, 3 months after the casing was made. So that's common. You just see me, this is a brand new one. So it's common to get one that's 2 or 3 months. They're out of sync. You know what I mean? They don't match most of the time. So let's see if we can't light this. Beautiful, ain't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Had to have it. That color, I love that blood colored casing right there. All right, we're gonna be carrying that one. So now, guys, we fix to go over to the other shop and hit that real quick with the fiber wheel and see if we can't tell a date or something on there. Okay, guys, let's look, see what we have here. One thing is a 6347 pattern. HP, that means sheepfoot blade and spay blade. There's sheepfoot and there's a spay. But I think I see dots right there, guys. See right down here? But that is a messed up. But there's definitely dots right down there at the bottom. But I do not see. And that is definitely messed up. Tang stamp, ain't it? It sure is. It's pitted bad. But there's remnants of dots right there. So we know it's the 70s. I don't think it's the 80s. But there's no way we can tell. But I'm thinking it's got to be 70s. Yeah. It's pitted way too bad, but there is remnants of dots right there. See right there. And look like there's 3 dots right there, and it probably goes most of the way across. I'm thinking it's a 73, 72, something like that. But we'll finish this up tomorrow, guys. We'll be cleaning it up and cleaning out this cavity here, this blade cavity. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be a great knife. So now we know it's a 70s. That's what I'm saying it is. But that's some pretty red bone. We're gonna sand that down. We're gonna put a little super glue right there in that crack to stabilize it, and it might go away almost. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That'll be in tomorrow's, or shouldn't say tomorrow's video. I've got I met with the guys yesterday. That's gonna be tomorrow's video. So this one will probably be on Saturday. So just letting y'all know. Hoorah. Okay, guys. The more I look at this thing might be a 1970, mainly because it is carbon steel. The reason I say that, you got, so you got 10 dots, clip, sheepfoot, and spay. That's what I have. Then it starts getting stainless steel. And then you got Delrin, yellow composition. But all these are stainless steel in the 70s. They only made a carbon steel in 1970 with bone. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking this might be a 1970. You see remnants of dots. It does go all the way to this side here. So I don't know. But all I'm telling you is what the book says. You got 10 dots, 1970. Carbon, it don't have stainless steel, so it's clip, sheepfoot, and spay, 125. Then you got a stainless steel with sheepfoot and spay, 150. That's a 10 dots as well. But then you had all these stainless steels in the 70s with bone. But then you get into Delrin and yellow composition there, see? So yeah. This very well could be a 1970. How about that? But we will be addressing this knife here real soon. The video will probably be out on Saturday. How about that? Very cool. Love this book. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. But I want to look up this pattern, this 6347 pattern. I done got off of it. Hang on. 6347. I'm right here at it. Did you know they were making these all the way back from 20 to 40? And probably before then. But the most expensive one, guys, is a green bone 6347 PJ. It stands for punch and large spay blade. Back in 2008, if it was mint, it would be worth $1,800 right here. But all these, which you know would be expensive, but these are a common knife for case. They make them every year, I believe. The 6347 pattern. It's just a good pattern. It's good on the pocket. It's a great carry. But yeah, the most expensive one in the book, guys, is with the punch blade and large spade blade made from 20 to 40. It's got green bone. But then the stags are expensive too. They got a clip, a sheep foot, and pin, $1,000. Then a clip, sheep foot, and spay, $1,000. 2008. So right now it'd probably be 15. You know what I mean? So the most expensive one, which is 18 right now, is probably about 25 now. So because this was 18 years ago. Wow, pretty cool. Just thought I'd share that little tidbit with y'all. But yeah, guys, this might be a 1970 red bone. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna be again. I'll be cleaning this knife up. The video will be out on Saturday, and then me cleaning up the old timer. That video will be out on Sunday. So they're gonna be great knives. Again, both of these. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or not, but I know the old timer and the two Sodbuster Juniors will be in Sunday night's auction on whatnot, 7 p.m. Eastern time. By the time you see the video, I'll have the link to the show. So just letting y'all know. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Till we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp.